Hello, everybody, and welcome back to NBA 2K18 with the Charlotte Hornets here in 2020. The 2020 offseason has come to the NBA draft, and for the Charlotte Hornets, it's really about big men in this draft. Center, forward, obviously, but we have Caleb Swanigan, we have DJ Wilson, marvelous players. Probably DJ Wilson going to be the starter over Swanigan. But at center, we have a very good center ish in Brendan Hammonds. But Gorgie Dieng, or however you want to say it, probably not going to work out for us. So his contract is one more year. He has 1 year on his contract. For Hammonds, this is it. His season's with the Hornets potentially done after this, but we would like to keep Hammonds on and bring in a new center. Other than that, I see small forward, and then at guards we have Malik Monk, we have Antonio Blankley, Kemba, Monte Morris developing very very nicely, and yeah, so we'll just go to the NBA draft, and really from there, in draft 2020, hey, we are looking for just big men, like we said. So the Hornets here in 2020 have the 17th and 18th pick, back-to-back selections. With the first overall pick, the San Antonio Spurs, they will select Terrell Hines. So from Purdue, 7'1", 276 center. So yeah, probably a guy we would have got, but hey, if a center is putting up 20 points a game and averaging 10 and a half, 11 rebounds, that's a heck of a pick. So, number 2 overall, Tracy Jensen to the Dallas Mavericks out of UC San Diego, 6'11", 271, averaged 25 points a game, 11 rebounds, a power forward. 72 overall, 23 years old, definitely a little, late than never, I suppose, for them, but whatever works for Dallas. They need a lot of help. Atlanta Hawks, number 3, Donald Manning. 6'8", 221 from Northwestern, 26 points a game, 7 rebounds, 4.5 assists, small forward, 21 years old, 75 overall. I believe Center Hines went 81 overall, I believe, or at least an 80 overall. So we'll see who the centers are available after the first 16 picks. Memphis Grizzlies select NC State Herb Jenkins, 5'10", 150 point guard. So must be pretty highly rated, at least in Memphis' eyes, with the 4th pick. With the 5th pick from Hungary, our first international player, Andor Mari, or Marai, however you want to pronounce that, to the Portland Trailblazers, 6'7", 225. Henry Hamilton, first round pick 6 to the Brooklyn Nets from Washington. So the Huskies, 6'7", 225, height and weight. Number 7 to the Knicks from Puerto Rico, Miguel Estrada, 6'5", 200 even pound point guard. Good height, good weight. Let's see if he produces for the Knicks. With the 8th pick, Charlie Sullivan from the University of Cincinnati to the Dallas Mavericks, their 2nd pick so far. Shooting guard, 6'4", 191. With the 9th pick coming up on the top 10, Orlando selects Christopher Henderson, point guard out of Providence, 6'2", 186. They need guard help. They have not had it in a very, very long time. Terry Powers, the Minnesota Timberwolves' first pick of the draft, pick number 10. Kentucky Wildcat, 6 foot there. So the Lakers coming in with a trade with the Kings, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope will be a Sacramento King for a first-round pick at number 11 and a second-round 2021 pick. So KCP moved out, well, not out west, but to Sacramento. So with the 11th pick in the draft, the Lakers, select Alexi Harlan, power forward, pick 11 from Illinois State, 6'9", 259. 12th pick, we have another trade, and the Jazz are going to send Joe Ingles to Indiana for their 12th pick. I think Utah won this pick hands down. So with the 12th pick, they get rid of Ingles and they bring in Corey Olsen, from Tulane. 6'7", 230 pounds. Small forward. 13th pick, Toronto Raptors from Vanderbilt. Gordon Dillon, 6'8", 226, small forward. We're just 4 picks away from the Charlotte Hornets' first pick, and the Lakers are going to trade their 14th pick, yes, they are. Their 14th pick and Douglas McCoy for TJ Warren. So Warren is a Laker, and with the 14th overall pick, the Suns are going to select from Russia Dvornevsky. So 6'1", 176. Lakers making trades in the first round. Cavaliers make a trade. They will send their 2021 first round and 2023 first round pick for the Bulls for their first round pick here. And Willie Reed. So 2 first rounds for Willie Reed and the first round this year. I think, Cleveland lost that trade. So they bring in Shane Briggs from Florida, 6'9", 221, small forward. We are just 1 pick away from the Hornets. And the Suns and the Jazz are going to trade. The Suns will give up the Heat's 2021 first round pick that they acquired for the 16th overall pick and Brian Law. So 4 or 5 trades before the Hornets take course. And with that said, the Suns take Liberty's Andy Logan, a center, 7'1", 268. Just the second center we have seen this afternoon go. And we have 27 trade offers. So, we'll view them. We have back-to-back picks. Let's go ahead and view them. So we'll view all these picks from really every club. The 76ers will give us a 2022. The Bucks will give us theirs, the pick 26, and Isaac Kennedy, Montrezl Harrell, Buddy Hield. Would not do that. No. Top 3 protected by the Clippers. That could be interesting. So right now the Clippers look like a front runner. Nerlens Noel, we could use a center help. I don't think he's worth that high though. No Kyle O'Quinn. Nurkic, but they would also throw in a 2022 second round pick, which I would really be okay with. Now Nurkic does have 1 year, $21 million left, but I don't know. That's an interesting trade, though. More draft picks. Jared Sullinger, Bynes, Gordon Dillon, who the Raptors just drafted. Cody Zeller, no. We're not going to do it. So we're on the clock, and we're going to choose our prospect. So from the center position, there's Ian Caffey. There's Quentin Weaver, really. Other than that, you don't know. It's really a toss-up. We can move guys around from center, or from power forward to center, obviously, but if we really want to think about getting a backup to Brendan Hammonds, it needs to be decent. And right now, all the centers, that are on the board, not very decent. But we do have back-to-back picks, so we're going to take Kyle Gilbert here. He's the most scouted, got an C- inside defense. That's not the worst. It's not the best, but he does have B minus for rebounding. D's across the board. I'm trying to look for anything else. I'm not seeing too much different here. So we'll take Kyle Gilbert, and with the 17th pick, we will take Kyle Gilbert out of the University of Wyoming, 7', 264. So now the 18th pick, I expect to get more trade offers. We may trade this pick off. And yeah, we received 26 trade offers. So this is it. We're done after the first round. So Sixers will give up a top 3 protected 2022 and a 23 second round. Bucks would swap picks. Harrell again, Buddy Hield again. Not seeing too much. Clippers will now swap theirs for a top 10 protected. Labissiere, interesting. Very interesting. Kyle Gilbert, yeah. The guy we just selected is Labissiere. Yeah, he got drafted first round. So Kings might have a winner in us. Just looking, 2022 first round top 3 protected by the Spurs and Vaga Zubac. I mean, he's developing. You know, he is developing. That's all you can ask for. A very good kid, but not, I don't think, worth our pick 18. He's on the T-Wolves now. I think we'll do the Labissiere trade. So we'll get Skal Labissiere for our first round pick and the kid we drafted. Now we are giving up, 2 guys for 1. But Labissiere can obviously play power forward. He can switch over to center. I know Hammonds can pop out to power forward if we need him to. I think we can have a good rotation manually. And overall, Labissiere, B plus potential, B overall, B minus post defense, B plus rebounding. Nothing below here. It looks like, D plus, except for 3-point scoring. But your center, we're going to stay true to the game. Centers in the post. So Labissiere will come from the Kings and for the Hornets 2020 first round pick and Kyle Gilbert. So we'll make that trade happen. And they have agreed. So with the Kings 18th overall pick, traded after the Charlotte Hornets, they take Fernando Ortiz, power forward from Mexico, 6'9", 248. So with that said, the Hornets make a trade, and they trade away their first round pick. We get 1 player in the draft for 2 picks, but I think Skal Labissiere is definitely worth it. Clippers take Corey Boone, shooting guard, Joseph Hamilton from Notre Dame to New Orleans, another shooting guard, back-to-back shooting guards there, 6'5", 214. Pick 21 of the draft will go to Raymond White and the Orlando Magic. And if the Hornets don't have a second round pick this year, I think we're going to cut things off and just go from there. AJ Moncrief, Rhode Island to the Phoenix Suns. Pick 22. Coming to the end of round number 1. I don't think we do have a first round pick, or a second round pick anyway. I think we traded up enough to where we got that back-to-back pick, and at the time, obviously, it seemed good, but hey, didn't think we would get Skal Labissiere offered to us. Ken Daugherty from Rhode Island, second Rhode Island player in the last 3-4 picks to go. Pick 24 to the Washington Wizards. Trade OKC and Cleveland, and the Thunder are going to get Theodore Manning for the 2020 Cavs first pick. So the Thunder, they are going to select Gordon Fletcher from Washington, 6'9", 256. Pick 25. So, 26th pick. Milwaukee, we got offers from them. They take Rolando Warren from Duke, 6'10", 231. Power forward. A lot of good forwards in this draft. We just took a center, and we ironically got a power forward slash center back in return. Dirk Schumacher, first round, 27th pick to Philadelphia from Germany. Power forward. Alan Mack, Iowa small forward, 6'6", 192 to the Houston Rockets. Pick 29, Golden State takes Syracuse's Ian Caffey, the kid we were looking at. 7'2", 289. Interested to see where their center plays at now. Mac Bush to the Pistons from Fresno State. 30th pick, shooting guard, 6'7", 221. Pick 1 of the second round. Atlanta Hawks and Damian Willis will go to Maine. And we get to do all this over again, folks. CJ McDaniels, pick 2 from Kentucky, Philadelphia 76ers. And unfortunately, there is no option to skip these drafts. The Knicks, though, are making a trade. And the Knicks and Portland sending Kyle O'Quinn for the second round pick. And the Hornets do not have a second round pick, so this is going to be interesting. Knicks take Nianwan Liu from China. So first, I believe maybe only the second or third also Chinese-based player to ever get drafted here in, 3-4 years? Freddie Pearson from Kentucky. That hairline does you no justice. 6'6", 231 small forward. Damon Kerr from Tennessee State will head to San Antonio in the 5th pick, 5'9", 144 point guard. 6th pick of the second round belongs to Philadelphia, and from the Ohio State University, amid all the football turmoil going on, they take Christopher Kelly. Larry Harden from UCLA will head to Portland, just a little north of where he went to school. 6'9", second round, power forward. Pick 8, Predrag Lekic from Serbia. Cleveland Cavaliers take him at 6'11", 236 center position. Rounding out the top 10 here with the last 2 picks. Damian Pittman will head to Philadelphia. Their 3rd pick already in the second round? It seems like. Point guard out of Wisconsin, 6'3", 185. Pick 10, Lyle Mark from Kansas to the Minnesota Timberwolves. 6', 147 point guard. And, we could have probably traded up with Atlanta for Terrell Hines, but we probably would have gave up a lot to get him. I'm sure he's worth it, though. Tracy Randall, small forward, second round. Pick 11 from UCLA, headed to Indiana. Victor Doyle from Virginia to Sacramento. Point guard, 6'2", 195 on the scale. Coming up halfway to the second round. Marvin McGee, pick 13, Wake Forest owned, will head to Toronto as the power forward position, 6'9", 238. So Wake Forest gets people drafted in here. TCU player Bernard Booker, small forward, will head to LA to play for the Lakers, 6'8", 229, hitting the halfway point in the second round. Center Quinn Weaver from UConn, 7', 265 to the Chicago Bulls. Started the second half of the second round of the draft. Murray Stanley from Xavier, Utah now, 6'9", 223 small forward. With a 17th pick, power forward Bryant Rose will go from St. John's, New York to Sacramento, 6'10", 233. 18th pick, the Brooklyn Nets, VCU, 6'9", 241 Joey Jackson. VCU's really not been relevant in college basketball news maybe in the past decade and a half. Malik Tucker from Clemson, LA. This time to the Clippers. Pick 19, 6'5", 203. Pick number 20, headed from Kansas to New Orleans, Frederick Haywood. Okay, we were looking at very early in the season, and he gets taken. Point guard Vin Hayes, Dallas Mavericks now from UCF. 5'11", 158 with the 21st pick. Final 8 picks here in the 2020 NBA draft. Edwin Newton, second round, pick 22 from Arizona. So he'll stay in Arizona and just travel a little bit to Phoenix to play for the Suns. 6'7", 227 power forward. Judd Dame from Indiana going to OKC, and that face hopefully does not represent where he got drafted. 6'5", 206 shooting guard. Pick 24, Matthew Haywood of the Boston Celtics from La Salle. 6'7", 237, 24th pick, power forward. Ian Glover from UCF, second UCF player in the second round this draft. 6'2", 178, headed to Washington. Point guard, so might see him in the near future. Boris Samuels from UNC Asheville, smaller schools getting love this draft. Gotta like it. Milwaukee now will draft him. Power forward at the 26th pick, 7', 254. Final 3 picks here in the 2020 NBA draft. Puerto Rico's Ramon Alti going to the Los Angeles Clippers. Small forward, 6'7", 231. Point guard Edwin Anderson will go from Arizona to Houston. 28th pick in the second round, 6'3", 197 point guard. 29th pick, Randy Norris to the Orlando Magic from UCLA, 6'7", 233, small forward, and Mr. Irrelevant of the 2020 NBA draft will belong to the Golden State Warriors, and they select Chinese player Junzi Tam. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the draft. Here's your rundown of the top 10. The Spurs go out. They select a center, 22 years old, 73 overall. Terrell Hines, the highest overall guy in the draft, at least in the top 10, and, you know, generally where you'll find your top guys, is Danny Manning to Atlanta, 75 overall, small forward, 21 years old. Mavericks select Tracy Jensen, a power forward. Grizzlies take Herb Jenkins, point guard. Andor Mari for Portland at small forward. Nets take small forward and Henry Hamilton. Knicks take Miguel Estrada. Charlie Sullivan, 8th to the Mavericks. Christopher Henderson, 9th to the Magic. And number 10 will go Terry Powers, point guard. So, other than that, the Lakers get a 70 overall on Alexi Harlan. The Hornets, well, we traded Kyle Gilbert, so we're not even keeping him. 23 years old, 61 overall. It was definitely a bust. Clippers, Corey Boone, 70 overall. Ken Daugherty, 70 overall as well. Schumacher, international, 70 overall at 27th. Let's go round 2. 57 overall, Judd Dame. And no 70 overalls. You wouldn't probably expect to see any unless you got a pretty good steal. But guys, Hornets select one player this draft and they trade him away. So guess what? Now we get to the third part of the offseason. And okay, this is interesting. You're not the GM. You're not capable. I had, but now I don't. We're getting insulted by Drew Samuels. Pretty sure we just got fired. And, well, I didn't think it would come to this, but we have a decision. Drew Samuels comes back as owner. He basically says, hey, we're not winning titles. I get that, but we're the Hornets. So we can either keep our cool, make a scene, leave gracefully, or basically pay him, persuade him somehow enough to keep our job. With that said, I love Charlotte. I love North Carolina, but guess what? Decisions have to be made. I love this team. I helped build it. They have a very good team right now. So we're going to stay in Charlotte by offering the pitch, help me help you. We're going to pay 5,000 VC. Luckily, we do have enough, or else we would not have a choice. But this team means too much to us right now. We're winning. We're into the playoffs. I know you want a title. That's going to come eventually. Eventually, though. That's not a snap of the finger. We're not the Warriors. We're not the Cavs. Maybe not now without LeBron. We're not the Celtics. We're not the Bucks. We don't have that one guy. I love Kemba, but we don't have that guy, that kind of guy. So, Drew Samuels, one more time, he's giving us a chance. So, did the draft just not work? Is that really what we're going into? Yeah, we know about the draft. There we go, okay. Thought it didn't work for a second. So rookie signings, traded away our only rookie. So we can advance to there. Team player options, we'll get started on the next time out. But guys, a little controversy ending this episode. And hey, 43-39, fans love us. Teammates probably not so much, but then again, that's 2K logic. And the owner, a little questionable. But guys, that's going to do it. We'll see you next time.